Good evening. I want to do a quick update on the Second Amendment in Iowa. So right now we are up to 33 Second Amendment sanctuaries here in Iowa. The latest being Fremont, Montgomery, and Cherokee County have joined the list. We're now at 33. That's 1/3 of Iowa. That is outstanding. We've also got a bill that was introduced by Senator Zach Nunn that would make the entire state a Second Amendment sanctuary. What that would do would essentially deny the federal government resources. So it would deny them law enforcement, vehicles, equipment, anything, should they try to enforce any future unconstitutional laws. So something like we don't have is red flag laws here in Iowa. We don't have that. So if that was something that the feds were trying to do here in Iowa, our local resources could not help out with that, which is huge considering the few agents the federal government, ATF, FBI, all those good guys would have. You know, they'd be spread pretty thin going door to door to take guns, red flagging people, etc. All that good stuff. So that's a good one. Also introduced by Senator Zach Nunn, and it just passed the a committee, was the Second Amendment Preservation Act. It passed out of this subcommittee with a 2-to-1 vote. That is an interesting one because it takes the Second Amendment sanctuary kind of a step further. It says that local law enforcement absolutely cannot violate your Second Amendment rights, period. There's some language issues. That's why the Iowa Firearms Coalition hasn't fully got behind it yet. They're undecided on the matter. Once the language issues get fixed, I'm sure they will be in favor of it. And I've got full faith in Senator Zach Nunn to correct the language and fix it. Missouri was one of the first ones, is the first one to pass the SAPA, the Second Amendment Preservation Act. And they're seeing a lot of backlash from multiple law enforcement agencies for good reason. I mean, there is some language. You can go look it up yourself. It's hard to understand for common folk like myself. It definitely needs some work, though. Like, it's not hard to see. One thing that it would do would make law enforcement liable for damages should they infringe on your rights. It also would fine them $50,000. That's what is in the language right now. It may change, probably not. It sounds good to me, but then again, what are your rights worth? You know, if someone's going to infringe on your rights, is it worth $50,000 to fine them? I don't know. I'd say my rights are worth a little bit more. That's kind of why we have a shall not be infringed in the law of the land, the Constitution, the Second Amendment, right? As a constitutionalist, I do see the absolute need for SAPA, but as a Second Amendment advocate, I understand also the need to stay informed and stay educated on the matter. So that's why I'm not fully in support of the current language, but I know they will fix it. The language is kind of hastily slapped together, but I guess, you know, there wasn't a good understanding. There's only been, I think Missouri's the only one, so there's only one example of this language out currently, and they are seeing quite a bit of backlash down there in Missouri. I know Senator Zach Nunn will get it right, and I know IFC is standing by willing to assist should he need assistance. So one more big thing I want to touch on is Second Amendment Day. Iowa Firearms Coalition has a Second Amendment Day. It's an annual event. We've got speakers. It's less of a rally and more of a day for you to lobby your legislators, encourage them to pass pro-2A, pro-gun legislation, to speak with them directly. It is a rally. I mean, obviously, we're rallying people together for the action to talk to your legislators, get some good stuff passed. So that's going to happen February 24th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Iowa State Capitol. We recommend you get there early so you can actually have a good chance to lobby your legislators while they're out and hanging out with us. There may be a little bit of time afterwards, but it's a Thursday. Legislators aren't known to stick around that late. So also, we're going to have a bunch of speakers, but two of the more notable ones will be Stephen Williford and Greg Stevens. Stephen Williford is known as the Barefoot Defender. Kind of a insane story. There was a church shooting taking place at a Baptist church in Sutherland Springs, Texas. He heard what he thought was just taps on his window, right? He looks outside. I don't know what all he saw, but he grabbed his AR-15, grabbed some ammunition, went outside, just pants and I think a t-shirt. The Barefoot Defender, he got that, you know, obviously by not wearing shoes and chasing these guys down. So He lit this guy up. I think I want to say he hit him about 4 times, leg, the side, somewhere else. The guy took off in a vehicle. Steven hopped in the bed of a truck and chased this guy down, where he eventually succumbed to his wounds for good reason. And he'll be there speaking, though. He'll be telling that story better than I can tell it. And also, we're going to have Greg Stevens. He is one of the first people in the United States to defend our homeland against ISIS. That is a story I'm looking forward to hear directly from him. So February 24th, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Iowa State Capitol. Be sure to get there early. Following, though, we will have a dinner, but you must have a ticket. We've only got a few tickets left. It's an exclusive, limited tickets. And it's $75 a ticket when we're only selling 75 tickets. And it's going to be at the Front Row in Clive. Good steak dinner. I've heard good things about it. That's going to be 6 o'clock afterwards, but you need tickets. Go to iowafc.org, go to the events tab. You'll find the link for the tickets. There'll be the meal, 2 sides, draft beer, and drinks will all be included. We'll also have a drawing, not a raffle, a drawing open for anyone who shows up. It's free. You don't need to pay anything extra. This is a fundraiser, so feel free to donate, of course, but just having you will be plenty. That's about all I've got as far as updates here in Iowa. SHOT Show just ended. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see even more of the new toys, the new weapons that are being released, the new gadgets. I'm enjoying all the content everybody else has been putting out. I do appreciate that. For those of us who can't make it, I do appreciate it. Another thing that just happened, I believe this was yesterday, I think, was Ninth Circuit Court ruled that the COVID closures on gun shops were ruled unconstitutional. That's a big win for Californians. That's a big win out of the 9th District, which is not known for being very gun friendly. So I'm glad to hear that. I do appreciate them for voting in favor of that. Or voting, that it's unconstitutional. If you need more information in regards to the Second Amendment in Iowa, 2A Day, how to get involved, if there's anything that we can help with, if you need help with making your county a Second Amendment sanctuary, reach out to iowafc.org or just shoot us an email at info@iowafc.org. Send us an email, whatever county you live in, you must be a resident of that county, and we will definitely try to help you out. Thanks for the support.